Hi guys, so this is my video on drawing hairstyles. I thought I would do it because I've had so many people telling me, oh, can you teach me how to draw hair because the way you draw hair is pretty cool. So I was like, okay, I'll make a video. So let's get started. So first of all, starting off with a hairstyle that is a Lady Gaga inspired hairstyle. This Lady Gaga inspired hairstyle is actually the straight mid-length hair with a fringe, or as Americans call it, bangs. And then the hair bow. I remember my first reaction to that hairstyle. It was like, oh, the fringe is cut with a bowl. But I actually really like the way this one turned out. These first 4 hairstyles will literally just explain themselves. So I'm just gonna say what they are and how to do them. Well, kind of how to do them. They, as I just said, they explain themselves. Don't really need to explain much more. So I think the hardest part of this hairstyle is the bow. Now, I get some comments and some notes on DeviantArt like, oh, how do you draw this hairstyle? And then I look at which one they're referring to, and it's the simplest one out of the whole entire bunch of hairstyles that I've ever drawn. And I say to I say most times that it's not about the fact that it's a hard hairstyle to do, it's just where you place the lines in the hairstyle, because the direction of lines is probably one of the most important things to do when you're drawing hair. Okay, so this next hairstyle is a bob hairstyle. Not sure what people call it, but over here in England we call it a bob. Yeah, like Bob, the name. It's quite funny. But this bob is quite different because it's a tilted bob. Well, I don't know what else to call it, but I'm just going to call it a tilted bob because it's shorter on one side than it is on the other. I must admit, I've had comments in the past saying, you are the master of diagonal bangs. At which point I imaginatively say to myself, fringe. It's called a fringe. Well, I don't know. I sometimes call them bangs, to be perfectly honest. So this hairstyle, I was getting a bit off track there, is a really simple one, I've said, but this one reminds me of Juvia's hairstyle from Fairy Tail when she first joins. Well, joins the guild. I keep making pauses and then correcting myself because that's just what I like to do at this moment in time. And this video has been delayed because I downloaded Audacity and it didn't want to work with my microphone jack in my laptop, so I just decided, okay, I will film the commentary on my camera and just take out the video footage and just use the audio. Oh, this last one is just a regular bob. So you can see the difference between the two when this one's done. It's basically the simplest hairstyle you could ever have. As I said before, line placement and the direction of the hair is definitely key to drawing hairstyles. That's all I can really say, because it's literally that whole way. Okay, so just finishing up. Lose track of my words. Oh, not used to doing commentary. Well, I've got better at it since my GCSE video. Jesus Christ, that commentary was absolute crap. Okay, so the two across the top, the two headshots across the top at this moment in time, I'm going to be doing curly hairstyles. So I'll probably be doing links to different hairstyles in the video. It depends if I actually can be bothered when editing this whole thing. So this one, well, this set of curls is just like corkscrew curls. They look like cylinders, but like little split up cylinders. I'm not very good at explaining things. Honestly, I'm not. I could never get the back of the hair right, the shape of the back of the hair, because you don't want it too large and you don't want it too flat. So I just hope I did it justice, because if it's too flat it will make the head look humongous, or it will make it look way too small. Don't know, it's either one or the other. And same with, and the head will look like double the size if the back of the hair is really big. So the back corkscrew curls are easier to do because you just draw them behind the first one, which I like doing. And then I add the little curls on the bottom, which I think are cute. So this next one is just inspired by Carrie Hope Fletcher. You know, Tom Fletcher's little sister. Or It's Way Past My Bedtime. That channel on YouTube. Yeah. Because her hair is absolutely crazy awesome, that I was sitting there watching one of her videos and like, I have to make this a hairstyle for my video because her hair is just awesome. So yeah, this one is also really easy. I'll be saying that all the hairstyles are really easy because they are, except for on the next set of 4. But this one is literally just waving down the page. Like with this one you can just go as crazy as you want. It depends how big you want the hair. You can have the hair a bit bigger, you can have like less curls. It's up to you really, because you can take these hairstyles and edit them and do things with them, because these are just all inspired by the internet and the fact that I just like a lot of hairstyles that are recently around. It's so warm. If you hear a fan going on in the background, like a fan as in a cooling fan, like, it's because really, really hot. Okay, so this one, well, these next two on the bottom are to do with braids. Now, with braids, I have to be in a rhythm. And I've seen pretty much most of the braid tutorials on YouTube. Not even kidding, like Bailey Creations and other people's. Yeah, Bailey is one of those notable people because she's like one of my favourite YouTubers. So yeah, with braids, definitely a rhythm needs to get going. If I'm interrupted, I'm like, no, can't do this. So how I start it off is I just do a zigzag in the middle of the braid and then just go from there. I just join, like just curve the edges round a bit. Basically, the whole point of these hairstyles is just experiment with them. Have fun with it, because drawing is a lot of fun when you can experiment with it. Because I have a lot more fun experimenting than doing final pieces of work. Obviously, after I've done the final pieces of work, it's so much fun. Okay, so this one is where it starts to get hard, because you've got to pre-plan all of the places where this hair will be. And this one is the milkmaid braid, inspired by Zoella's hairstyle tutorial on doing a milkmaid braid. I thought it would be quite fun, an interesting challenge to draw. I did too many thumbnails for this video, I can tell. So I usually draw really long hairstyles. Like, I never really draw one that's like more focused around the head, and this one was pretty different for me, as well as the bob hairstyles that were on the previous page. So now you can see me doing the zigzags, and then because like these braids, or because I'm British, we call them plaits. Don't ask. But yeah, just these ones are even simpler. You can just literally curve the edges of the lines of the zigzags. You really just don't need a lot of effort. Okay. Last page. If you hear me yawn, I'm so sorry. I'm a bit tired. It's almost 8 o'clock in the evening. Okay, this one I had a bit of trouble planning because it's supposed to be an updo, and that line, well, the thing that I can only describe as a sausage or like a ribbon of some sort is actually a plait that goes across her hair and ties back into the bun at the back of her hair. This one uses a lot of lines, so line placement is the key to this one. Yeah, so you can either make the hair straight or curly. It really depends on your personal preference, but I like to always give the hair a little bit of a curl, because my natural hair has always been wavy and curly. Like, not completely curly, but the ends have always had this kind of kink to them, or they've always curled up in some really cartoon style like way. So yep, just finishing up. I think I could have done more lines on the fringe, or bangs as people call them, because it just looks odd. It just looks a little odd. Oh no, I started this one out of frame. And this one's supposed to be the halo braid. The halo braid. So you know I did the milkmaid braid, like on the last sheet. This one is the halo braid. And And because I was getting tired with drawing all these hairstyles again and again and again, I just obviously must have slipped out of frame. This one's not too bad, neither is the next one, but the last one is absolutely terrible, because the last one I draw about half the hairstyle and you just can't see it. Well, kind of like this one, because you can only see half the head and I'm doing all these curls on the bottom half. Well, they're not curls, they're more like waves. So if you want to have a reference of the halo braid hairstyle, then so check out Zoella's halo braid, or pictures of a halo braid. So this one is where I do like a donut bun. You know those donuts you can buy from a shop, and then you just twist the hair around the donut, which has become quite popular in the coming year, in these past few years. So, not really complicated. It's kind of also like a Tinkerbell style as well. Now that I look at it, it's like Tinkerbell. Yay! So, line placement for this one, because you've got to have the shape of the hair in the donut. And what I did to give this hairstyle a bit more, like, a bit more style and to be more unique than others, is just little flowers that go around the joining of the donut and the hair. This is the one where it's completely out of frame and you can only see part of the fringe being drawn, and then I realised halfway through that it's out of frame. Oh Zoe, you're an idiot. Yay! But this one is supposed to be inspired by Asuna from Sword Art Online. So the plait is the simplest thing that you could ever do. It's literally just it's like a strap going towards the back of the head. That's about it. And the hair is just flowing down. So that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you want more hairstyles from me, then go down to the comments and comment what kind of hairstyles you like. I'll see you guys in the next video.